Once again, very good morning and thanks for joining. So, in continues to yesterday's session, last session, okay. So we are going to discuss couple more scenarios, especially on always on availability group. Okay, let's open the document here. Okay. So almost we discussed 6 to 7, 8 scenarios. Okay, yeah. Now I think everyone received this document, right? Everyone? No? Yes?
Yes. Is it through Google Drive? Oh.
No, directly shared via
Yes.
WhatsApp. Wilson.
Oh, yeah. That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Now, even documents also, I will segregate by next batch, Wilson. Okay, and I will share the links. So I will do it all the things documents on in this year itself. Will make everything centralized. Okay. So let's see. Okay. That's what our plan. Okay, this whole year. Now, let's go for okay. Issue hash 9. Let's okay. Let's talk couple of more scenarios and we'll talk one concept. Before I start, did I install XSMS here? I think no. Let's first install SSMS here. Okay. Hey, hi Sandeep. How about your? Sorry, you pinged me, but somehow on Friday I was on keep on traveling. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I checked with Sai Subbu on that day.
okay.
He
You got?
responded.
Oh, okay, great. He's not feeling well actually,
Oh.
but I informed him I won't be available for next 2 days. He told yes, yeah.
But already they have configured the job Subbu on that servers.
Okay, great.
That is what I taken his
Okay.
screenshots and sent him.
Oh, okay. Sure, you will get maybe mostly next week. This week we are planning to every week, as I told, it's every time it is getting delay. But from this week onwards, there is no delay. Every week you will get 2 sessions, okay? Irrespective of our regular. Okay, so that's what our plan. One will be base level, means which we haven't covered in the live sessions. One will be something interesting related to some performance tuning. Okay, that's what we are planning. Okay, let me first install SSMS in the DC server, sir. I wanted to show you some interesting demos. Okay, I think our AZ is working fine. I think there is a listener. No listener. Okay, let's create the listener, sir. Meanwhile, let me first install SSMS. Okay, let me install. We don't need SSMS, but we can go for UDL connectivity. But let's install SSMS itself. AAG2LS listener, and which is running with the 1433 static port number at the port number 192 dot, oh no, 192.168.174 dot 20. Is there anywhere IP address I used? Let's install. Okay. Is there anywhere I use the domain? Let's open DNS. Uh, 20. No. It's like 155, 150, 149, 168. Let's go for 154. Let's go for 154 here. Instead of 154. Okay, no one is beside here. Let's create the listener. It is not valid. Select. Oh, wait. 1433. 198, 168, 24. Okay. So I'm just creating a listener for our demo purpose. Yeah, listener has been created. Now almost SSM is also getting ready. Okay. Let's close it. Let's open SSMS. For a while, treat this as like not DC server. Just treat this as our application server. Okay, like a client server. You can just treat like it's like a client server. Okay, for a while, you can treat like a client server. Now SSMS. Oh no, yeah, not SSMS. Sorry, AGLS. Connect. I'm able to connect the from the client server, right? Assume don't treat this as like, okay, let me rename it. So what better? Client, okay, client server, just for our client server. Okay, it's a client server. Now, this is my client server. I just opened SSMS and I try to connect the listener. I'm able to connect the listener, right? Yes, no, everyone. Now I'm able to connect the listener, right? Yes, I'm able to connect the listener.
Yes.
Now let's, can I stop my screen share?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's stop the screen share. Okay, let me start the recording. So let me share this. Just confirm everyone able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Again, assume that this is, I told you, right? This is our client server. Okay. Always treat like this is a client server, and I'm trying to access from the client server. My availability group is healthy. So if you open the show dashboard, okay, if you open the show dashboard, my availability group is healthy. Okay, and my listener is also healthy. Okay, now let's try to connect. Okay, the listener. Come on here. So let's try to close it and let's try to open SFMS and let's try to connect once again. Okay, the listener. Come on. Let me stop working once again. Screen share, sir. It's working. Sorry. 1 second, still it is working. Try. Come, it is working. Just hold for a while, sir. Over to your places raining, Sandeep, Purushottam. It's heavy raining.
Yesterday it was raining, Subbu. Today it's very hot here.
Okay, okay. My hometown from since yesterday it just keep on raining. Experience concern. There's news. Okay. Hold on, sir. 1 second. Just want to reproduce this. Okay. 1 second. Okay. How come it is connecting? Uh, I think what I done. I think it's okay. It's fine, right? Okay. Okay. Um, Somehow it's working. Let me do one thing, sir. Okay, it's okay. Let me go for another demo. Okay, I will show you this demo, and I will. This is something very interesting demo. I thought I need to show you in the next demo also. Almost we are there. Okay. Okay. One demo has been worked properly. Let me go for one more demo, sir. AGL. 2 minutes. I will share this. Okay. Second demo is also working fine. Now, okay. Let me share, sir. I'm sorry for a little late. Let me share. Very interesting. Okay. Now, everyone able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yep. Now see, just now, this is our client server, right? Means nothing but our application server. Okay. They install SSMS and they're connecting the SQL server. They are trying to connect the SQL server. I just now I showed you, my connectivity is working fine, right? I connected to my listener and it is working fine. Okay. Let me open the cluster as well for our reference. Okay, browse, open the Windows Failover Cluster. Okay, yeah. Now see, my roles are healthy. Okay, my availability groups are healthy. My nodes are healthy. I not done anything. My even listener is also healthy. My listener is also healthy. Everything is healthy. I not touch anything. Just now we connected, right? Sagar, this is the in continuous to last session. Okay, being little joint. I just reproduce the issue apart from nothing else. Okay. Now I am trying to connect the listener. We just created a listener called AAGLS, right? Now when I'm trying to connect, now see, now I am not able to connect. Just now we connected, right? You remember? Just now we connected, right? Listener? Yes, or
Yes,
no?
sir.
We just know before 2 to 3 minutes, okay, we connect to the listener. Now again I'm not able to connect. So we are suddenly application team is trying to connect the listener, and unfortunately my listener is not allowing to connect. Okay, but my availability group is my nodes are healthy. See, my SQL is healthy. Okay, my SQL is healthy. My SQL is healthy. Both nodes are healthy. Oh, see, let me go to the node 2, sir. Node 2 is also healthy. Okay, let's open the node 2. Node 2 is also healthy. Okay, my node 2 is healthy. My availability group is healthy. My node 2 is healthy. Everything is healthy. Everything are healthy. But suddenly I am not able to connect. Now when I'm connecting, I am getting this error message. Copy this error message, go to the notepad, open this one, sir. A network path not found. Okay, the network path not found. And Microsoft also provided a document. Let's keep that document, okay? So what Microsoft is saying, the network related or instance specified error occurred while establishing the connecting to the SQL server. The server was not found or was not accessible. To verify that the instance name is correct and that SQL is configured to allow the remote connection. Could not find the connection to the SQL server. Somehow you are not able to access and it throwing an error. The network path was not found. Now, what are the checks you will do? How to troubleshoot, sir? What are the checks you will do and how to troubleshoot? Over to you, everyone. You can unmute and you can say the sequence. I will go and verify. We need to troubleshoot.
Shall we check network pipes are connected?
Sorry.
Network pipes.
Okay, network pipe. Okay, let's go to the.
Yeah, the TCP/IP. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Or trusted connection. Yeah.
Go to say yeah. See, TCP/IP is enabled. Okay, TCP is enabled, and even If you go to the parent protocol, TCP IP is enabled, named pipes is enabled, shared memory is also enabled. Nothing. This is a 32-bit. I'm not worrying about 32-bit. I need to focus on the 64-bit. My 64-bit is everything working fine, even in the both. Okay, you can open the configuration manager. Okay, so yeah, my TCP IP is working fine. My protocols is also working fine. Everything is working fine. But when I'm trying to connect to the listener, and it is showing as a network path was not found.
Sometimes that we need to check the bus for the trust server connection. Sometimes that may help to fix that kind of error message as well. But it depends,
Sorry, what I need to check?
The box below, trust server connection, sometimes server certificates. Sometimes that will help to fix.
Okay.
Or not SSMS, SSMS.
SSMS. Okay.
You see
Now
that box?
let's mandatory trust the server.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Yes.
Okay, yeah, fine. Still same issue. Still same issue, it won't connect. I think I not touch any, just to pass the information, I not touch any certificate or protocols or encryption, nothing. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Suddenly, I'm not able to connect to my listener. I'm not. I can connect to the node 1, node 2. Say I'm able to open the connection. I can connect to the node 1. Okay, and I can connect to the node 2. I can connect to the node 2. My node 1, node 2 are both are healthy. Somehow, and even when you go to the cluster, my cluster is also healthy. See, okay, my availability group is healthy. My listeners are healthy. My IP address is also healthy. Everything is healthy. Somehow, I'm not able to connect via listener from the client server.
Yeah, we can check error log.
Error log. Okay.
Or we can use CMD, dark connection.
Okay, let's go, sir, to the error log. Okay. The server broker endpoint is disabled or stopped. Okay, blah blah blah. The service broker starting the listener via network net. No user action required. Okay, and all these error messages are yesterday. See, all these error messages are yesterday. Today it's sorry. Today only, sorry. Okay, it's 7:34. Okay, nothing is written. Even if you go for this. Okay, here also nothing much more it written. Okay, it's the error written like 6:55. Now we are almost 7:35 server time. No, nothing error it written in the error log, SQL error log. Okay, that's the first thing. Good thing. Yeah. Next, what you will do? So okay, can I connect? So assume this is my application server, right? Okay, fine. Can I connect from my server? Can I try to connect from my server? This is my server, right? Node 1. Can I try to connect? Somehow I'm not able to connect from my server as well. See, it's a node 1. It's our SQL server. You are also not able to connect the listener. Forget about application team is not able to connect the listener, but you are also not able to connect to the listener.
I didn't check if services running, service up and running, and we need to check the firewalls as well to make sure the SQL port is open and so on. Yeah, that's another thing to check.
Okay, can I open the PowerShell? Let me to say. So what I need to do? Test net connection. Test -net connection - computer name. computer name. So AGLS hyphen. Okay. Port. What port I need to pass it here? What port? Come on, sir. Think everyone. This is our lab servers.
1433. 1433.
Why 1433, sir?
Default port.
Default port and page will connect to the server through the port only.
Any other answers? What is the listener port number? 1433, right? We set the listener port number as 1433. That's the reason we are passing 1433 because this is listener name. Okay, listener name, and I need to pass the 1433. Click on enter. Okay, now it is testing the connectivity. So I'm doing the testnet connection, and I am passing 1433 and waiting for response. Let's see, sir. Okay, somehow it is showing as a warning TCP connected to 192.168.174.158, 1433 failed, and a warning in the ping, it is also getting failed, destination host unreachable, and we are getting this error. Let's copy this error message, sir. Okay, and let's paste here. Let's paste here. And we are getting some warning symbol. Let's make it clear. Okay, some warning symbol and okay, and the connection is failed. Okay, you think that okay, ports are blocking. Okay, ports are blocking. Okay, now open the firewall. Okay, open the firewall. Go to the advanced inbound rules. I enable all the ports. Node 1, my ports are enabled, and node 1 is my primary replica. Node 1 is my primary replica. All the ports are enabled. All the ports are enabled. Even outbound rules also I not blocked anything. Inbound rules also I not blocked anything. And my ports are enabled. Okay. And my currently node 1 is my primary replica. Forget about node 2, sir. I'm not worrying about node 2. I need to focus on node 1. My node 1, I not block the ports, and I not done any changes with the firewalls, all the stuff. I disable the firewalls, enable the ports. Everything is working fine. But when I run the testnet connection, it is throwing. Forget about this false. It is throwing something. 2 warnings. Okay, 2 warnings. Okay, and it is representing some IP address as well. Of course, this is a new demo. Maybe sometimes we can't find the means resolutions right away. Okay, so this is what pointing it is. It is pointing the IP address 192.168.174.58, and again it is source IP address. It is pointing 192.168.174.69. Something it is pointing to the IP addresses. And also it is showing as a false. But my port is enabled. I not disable the ports. Something it is pointing to the IP address, correct? Yes or no? Can I focus this area rather than going for port? Because I know the port, my port is enabled. Okay. First thing, very good. First thing, sir, again, if you are not able to connect to the SQL server, it can be listener, it can be anything. If you're not able to connect to the listener, first thing, do the testnet connection. Do the testnet connection. This is the first thing. Okay. Somehow my firewalls are enabled. My ports are enabled, firewalls enabled. My ports are enabled, firewalls enabled. Next thing, what you will do, sir? Okay. Next thing, next what you will do. I need to verify my DNS is configured properly or not, right? Yes or no? Can I check my DNS means my listener is properly configured or not? Can I? Can I, sir?
Yes,
Next
Subbu.
step.
You can see that.
How you can
Yes.
check?
Yes.
How you can check my DNS is properly configured? How you can check my DNS is properly configured? Answer, sir. Okay. How you will check my DNS is properly configured? NS lookup. NS lookup. It will tell you the fully qualified domain and it will also pass the port IP address, right? NS lookup. Come on, you need to get this idea, sir. Otherwise, simply if you go to the error log, that one, this one, you can't find much more information. First, you need to grab the bench, all the details. Then you can go to the error log and read the SQL error log, event your log, cluster logs, blah, blah, blah logs. You will get some more insights. But if you're not doing all this stuff, straight away you are going to the logs. Again, it's a waste of our time. Okay, I'm doing the NS lookup. I'm checking the NS lookup. Now see. Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to do NS lookup AGLS. Okay. AGLS. Correct, right? So when I perform NS lookup AGLS, it is showing as a unknown, cannot find the AGLS, not okay, existent domain. That is the stuff it is showing. That is the stuff it is showing, sir. Let's go to the DC server, open the same PowerShell command. Okay, go to the DC server, open PowerShell. Okay, NS lookup. Okay, AGLS. Now I'm in the DC server, sir. Somehow I'm in the DC server. Now, when I run this query, this is my fully qualified domain name, aagls.na.com. And what IP address it is pointing, sir? 192.168.174.154. What is my listener IP address? What is my listener IP address? 154. Correct? My listener IP address is 154, but my DNS is pointing to 158. The IP addresses are mismatching, right? Come on, sir, everyone. Okay. My listener is pointing to 158, but somehow you configure listener with 154. This is my listener, sir. If I go to the SSMS, okay, cancel. If I go to the SSMS, availability group, availability listener, if you double click or if you go to the properties, okay, my listener is pointing to 154. I configure listener to 154. Somehow my listener is pointing to 158. Means someone updated something in the DNS, right? Yes or no? That is how we need to think. See, that is how we need to think. First, my ports, there is no issue. Next, whether my DNS is properly working or configured or not. Somehow my DNS is not configured, correct? Hey, come on, please, everyone respond. Somehow, someone changed in the DNS. Agree, not agree?
Yes.
Come on, yeah, everyone.
Yes.
Please unmute. Only 5 people are there, okay? Somehow, someone updated in the DNS that leads I'm not able to connect to my listener, either in the node 1 or in the client server. Nowhere I'm able to connect because my DNS is not properly registered. My DNS is not properly registered. My DNS is not properly registered. Now that is one of the reason I am not able to access. Okay. Now you will take the screenshot and you will talk to your Windows team, DNS team, saying that, hey, I configured my listener with 154, but when I'm doing the DNS test, using NS lookup, It is pointing to 158. It is pointing to the wrong IP address. Will you double check once? Will you double check once? Now what they will do? They will go to the DNS manager. Now they will go to the DNS manager and they will go to the listener, and somehow it is pointing to, by mistakenly, somehow it is pointing to 158. They will change to back to 154. Okay? Not okay, everyone. So first we verify, okay? First we verified ports. First we verify the ports. Next we verify the DNS. Next we will verify the DNS. Somehow my DNS is not properly configured. Okay, by mistakenly someone updated my DNS to some other IP address. Due to that, I am not able to access the listener. I'm not able to access the listener. Okay, now again I'm back to 154. This is my listener IP address, or 154. Now go back here. Okay, go back here. Okay, click on apply. I'm just changing to 154. Immediately, if you connect, it won't connect, sir. Yeah, see, it connected luckily. Okay, luckily it connected, but sometimes it won't connect, sir, immediately. Now that time, what you need to do, open the config command prompt, ipconfig, okay, ipconfig, config /+ DNS. So you need to remove the cache on the server. Okay, sir, in case if you're not able to connect, now you can do NS lookup, sir. Say I am doing NS lookup once again. Now it is pointing to the right IP address. It is pointing to the right IP address. Always your listener need to point to the right IP address into the DNS server. Is it understandable? No. Yes. Agree. Everyone. DNS. Okay. Check. How you will do the DNS check? Using NS lookup. Come on. It is copying this one. Okay. Now you need to do the. Come on, yeah. Okay. Worst. NS lookup space AUG LS. I hope everyone understood. Okay, after if IP not matching, talk to Windows team. Talk to Windows team. And update the right IP address. Right IP address. Okay. And do the IP config plus, if not able to config, plus DNS from command prompt. Okay. Once they're done, you need to do this one. Okay. So these are the connectivity related errors, sir. Okay, that's what I just wanted to talk. Okay, not only failover, failback, or some issues, you also face some connectivity issues, right? So that's the reason I just done this one. So now you can also connect via from node 2 also. See, if I'm trying to connect from node 2, okay, AGLS, okay, sorry, I'm able to connect from the node 1 also. Anyway, because the DNS is mismatching. The DNS is mismatched. So is the demo help, sir? So I don't want to read the error log every time. Okay, first do some checks. Okay, oh, you are not able to access the access. You are not able to access now. Somehow, when you are not able to access, you will get the network path was not found or the network related. So first, remember this one. Next, remember the DNS. Okay, remember the DNS. Okay, so these are the two most important things we'll do in the real world. These are the two major things we'll do in the real world. Is it clear, everyone? No, yes?
Subbu, I have one doubt.
Yes.
Why these IP address will be changed? Because of when we are
See,
configuring all.
we are not maintaining the DNS. We are not maintaining the Windows servers. We are not maintaining the all the stuff, sir. IP address, all the stuff. Who is going to maintain? Windows team, storage team, network team, blah blah. We are having n number of teams, sir. We can't guarantee that someone will do something. Will you? No one, right? This is also one of the possible reason I just wanted to show you, sir. Okay, I wantedly changed because you think that no one will touch our servers, but you are not only one person, right, who is connecting to the server. Application team is connecting, dev team is connecting, apps team is connecting, Windows team is connecting, network team is connecting, storage team is connecting, Azure infrastructure people is connecting, end users are connecting, customers are connecting, application vendors are connecting. These many people, sir, we don't know what they will do. And especially SQL people won't connect. Whenever we got the ticket, we will then only will go and connect, right? Yes or no? Whenever you got the ticket, then only we'll go connect. And then we'll try to resolve the issue. So we don't know what someone will do. Either DBA people also do some mistakes sometimes, right? By mistakenly, sir, you got a chance to update some other DNS, but unfortunately, you updated something. Maybe possibility, right? So if something happened to the DNS, you can't connect to the listener. That is our agenda. That is what I wanted to show you, sir. Got it? No?
If suppose if we keep dynamic IP instead of static, so at the time also this IP address will be changed, na? Continuous.
Yes, we won't try to keep the dynamic IP address. That is not at all best practice because dynamic IP address is nothing but when you reboot, it will create the new IP address. It is point to new IP address.
Always we should recommend only static IP address.
Static, yes.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Is it clear? Understandable? No? Why
Yes.
they update, we forget, sir. We are not worrying about that one. That is their headache, okay? What we wanted to focus is they will provide the RCA, definitely, because this is not related to us. This is not related to any DBS, okay? This is something they done. They need to provide the root cause, okay? They need to provide the root cause. Why you will provide the root cause? Nothing. But sometimes even when you are reading the cluster log also, you will see the DNS name mismatching, all the stuff. So NS lookup is the best thing. Here you need to, sir, our main focus is, NS lookup will get the DNS information. Testnet connection will get the port information. That is how we need to think, sir. Getting my point? Yes? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, sir. Okay. Now, this is node 1. Okay. This is node 2. Now node 1, node 2. Now let me go to here and okay. Let me go here and let me stop it, sir. 1 second. Stop my screen share. Let me screen share once again. Okay. Now see. Okay, I'm in the node 2. Node 1, node 2 is my primary replica and secondary replica. Node 1, node 2 is my primary replica and secondary replica. Okay, I'm trying to connect the listener from secondary replica. Okay. My node 2 is also healthy, sir. Verify. My node 2 is all healthy. My AZ is also healthy. Okay. My AZ is also healthy. My node 2 is healthy. My AZ is also healthy. See, everything is healthy. Nothing. And I am trying to connect. Okay, I am able to try to connect the listener from node 2. Come on. Oh, it is allowing me. Stop the screen share, sir. How it is LA? Seriously. Okay. Okay, sir. 1 second. Almost my demo is ready. This is also something very interesting demo. Very good. Fantastic. Now, okay, let me share my screen share. Okay, fine. Now, let me. Okay. Now, okay, just now we connected the listener. It connected fine, right, from node 2. Okay. My node 2 is healthy, sir. Again, don't think that I done anything on the nodes. My node 1 is healthy. You can refresh. Okay, my node 1 is healthy. My node 2 is also healthy. But let me try to connect the listener. Okay, AGLS. Again, same issue. I am not able to connect to my listener. Okay, I'm not able to connect to my listener. My node 2 is healthy. My node 1 is healthy. AZ is also healthy. When I'm trying to connect to the listener, I'm not able to connect to the listener. Now what you will do? See, same thing. This time, some different error message. See, that network related or instance specified occur while established the connecting to the SQL server. The server was not found, was not accessible. Okay. And the system cannot find the file specified. This time something different, or both are same. Yeah, see, here the network path was not found, but here something different. The system cannot find the file specified. Something different this time. Okay, both are not same. Okay, both are not same. Something little different. Okay. Now what you will do? My both instances are running fine. Everything is running fine. Somehow it is showing that the network related or instance specified error occurred while establishing the connectivity to the SQL server. The server was not found or what was not accessible. Verify that instance name is correct and the SQL server is configured to allow the same only. But here something different. The system cannot find the file specified. Here it is showing as if the network path was not found. Something different, sir. Something different, okay? Now, what checks you will do, sir? Come on, everyone.
Try to ping listener name.
So try to ping the listener name. Okay, let's go to here. Go to CMD. Okay, ping AGLS. It is pointing to the same, correct only. See, my age is els.na.com and it is pointing to the right IP address only, and my listener is also healthy. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me use this one also. Okay. Yeah, fine. Fine. Good point here. These three are good point. Okay. Now, somehow my listener is working fine, sir. In this case, my listener is working fine. My listener, okay, IP address. IP address is also working fine. Okay. Now, next symbol you will do.
Then what about DNS? Do we need to
Okay.
check?
See, again, these are the three mandatory things I will tell every time to check, sir.
Okay.
These are the three mandatory things I will check. If you're not able to connect, it won't take more time, right? Yes or no? Before you do that one thing, this one. Okay, let me copy this one and go to the server and paste it. No, just copy once again and go to the server and paste it and click on enter. Okay, testnet connection. Oh, sorry. I need to go for PowerShell. This is the PowerShell command. Okay, run as administrator and paste it and enter. You see, ping also you can do it from PowerShell, sir. So try to if you are doing that NS lookup ping testnet connection, go directly open the PowerShell, sir. PowerShell is the best. Okay. Now somehow it is showing as a failed. Again failed. But my IP address is pointing to the correct only, sir. 192.168.174.154 only. 154 only. Okay. It is pointing to the right IP address. It is pointing to the right IP address, but it is showing as a fail. What could be the reason? And you can also do NS lookup. NS lookup AGLS. Okay. AGLS. Oh, somehow I'm not able to do the NS lookup from this server. Why? Maybe. I know, maybe. I know the resolution, okay? I know. Let's think maybe I done something on the DC server. Maybe that is stopping me. Maybe, sir, I'm thinking. I done something in the DC server. Okay. Now my IP address is okay, fine. My DNS is also working fine, but what could be the reason here? Port, right? If it is got failed, if it is showing as the right IP address, maximum that will be the port only, right? Yes? No. Sir, this is your listener IP address. This is your server IP address. Okay, don't think this is something different. This is your server IP address. This is your listener IP address. This is your server IP address. This is your listener IP address. Everything is working fine only. There may be issue with the port only. Rather than going enable all the stuff, sir, I will let you know one tool, sir. We won't download this tool, all this stuff in real world. Let's open the Google, sir. Okay. But this is also one tool is available, port query. Port query. There is a tool Microsoft provided. It's a Microsoft official Microsoft tool only, sir. Port query. Okay. If you don't want to do testnet connection to check the port or telnet, or you don't want to telnet, you don't want to do the testnet connection, then you can go for the port query, sir. Okay. This is officially Microsoft tool only. Okay, now you need to install this tool. Okay, it won't take more time. Unzip. Okay, and run the wizard. Okay, unzip it. Okay, run the wizard. Yeah, fine, sir. Now you can close it. Go to the C drive. There is a port query UI tool is created. It is not that much massive. Open the query tool, and here you need to pass your listener name AAGLS, whatever the instance you are going, sir, and you need to pass the port number 1433 and click on query, sir. Click on query. Now, when you are click on query, error while opening the socket. TCP/IP AAGLS, right? Query. Let me do one thing, sir. You can go to once DC server. It need to show you different name. I just wanted to show you some names. Open firewalls. I mean the DC server. We'll delete this one. Okay, fine. Everything is working fine. Now go to here, query. Let me do in the administrator, so run as administrator, AGLS, and manually I'm entering port 1433 and click on query. Attempting to resolve the name, IP address, name, resolve, query, opening the socket. Come on. Let's look up. Okay, IP config. Okay, flush DNS. Let me do first. Okay, resolve the cache. And let's look up non-existing. Let me pass down to form. Somehow my DNS is thrown out. Okay, it's okay, sir. We won't do, but what you will get this year means in real world, because the DNS is not properly, sir. So see, unknown cannot find the AGLS not existing domain. I am getting this one. Ping go to. My note is listening with the na.com only. Come on then. Okay, it's okay, sir. See, whenever you run the query, port query, okay, when you run the port query, here you will get the. Okay, let me do one thing, sir. Let me copy this one. Let me go to the node one, or let me go to here, sir. It won't take more time, right? Let install it. My query window. You can do testnet connection only, but I just showing one more tool. Port query tool. Okay, port query tool. Open my. Yes, Anjeep. Okay, run the tool. Okay, then go to the C drive. Open the tool. Open right click. Go to the run, and you need to pass AGLS. Then you need to pass the port number 1433. Click on query. Yeah, see. Okay, see the what it is showing here. What it is showing here? Listening. What is showing here? Listening. Whenever you see the port is listening, means your ports are working fine, sir. Working fine. Sometimes rather than showing as a listening, it will show as a filtered. It will show as a filtered. Okay, please make a note down. It will show as a filtered. So somehow I thought to display here filtered, but unfortunately it is not showing as a filtered. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let's open the firewall in the node too. Sir, I block the firewalls apart from nothing else I done here. Okay. Yeah. See, I block the firewall. Okay. I block the port number 1433. Now let's go here. AGLS, and you can open 1433 query. Yeah, here also it is showing as a listen, but it should show as a filtered sir. Okay. Somehow, unfortunately, we not get the filtered option. Otherwise, I wanted to show you as a filtered there. Okay. So I hope you understood what I wanted to convey. So one thing is testnet connection. Okay. Or You can use the telnet. Either you can use or telnet. Telnet is also post only, sir. Port only or port query. Port query to query to. You can use any one of these to check the port, sir. To check the port. Is it understandable? No. Yes. Yes or no? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is big. See, from SQL side, some from SQL server, nothing, sir. But application team, they won't enable the ports, they won't disable the firewalls, and they are not able to connect to the listener, or they are not able to connect to the SQL server. That time, all this will help you a lot, sir. Ping, one is a ping, one is a telnet, means testnet connection, one is NS lookup. Okay, ping, NS lookup, testnet connection. You should not forget these three, sir, if you are not able to connect to the SQL server remotely. Remotely, please make a note down. Remotely, locally, you won't face any error, sir. Definitely will connect. Definitely will connect. But mostly in real world, we are trying to connect remotely, right? So these are the major three things you need to remember. Is it understandable? No. Yes. Good. Not good.
Yes, you will. Good. Yeah.
Yes, true, sir.
Okay. Now, uh, what else? Okay. So I am stopping here and I'm walking other components. Okay. Next demo is next to two sessions are very important, sir. Three sessions, I think. Okay. Tomorrow evening also I will take, not today. Today I'm having a meeting at 9 till 9 o'clock. I will block on Monday because today is Monday. Okay. Tomorrow evening also I will take. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, don't miss it. We are going to discuss much about lease. Okay. Lease and time modes. Okay. Lease time modes. Lease time modes and patches. We will complete the patches as well. These are the main focus, and also we will talk how to configure replication on top of AlwaysON availability group if time permits. Otherwise, I will go for off the recording only. Okay. Main focus is patching, lease time modes, and latency. Latency. I forget latency. Latency. Always on latency. Okay. Data transport. Data transport. Okay. I will get ready by today itself. Everything, all the documents, everything. Please don't miss next 3 seconds. Most powerful concepts we are going to discuss. One is about latency. One is about lease time modes, lease renewals. We'll go for live demos only, sir. Maximum we'll try the live demos. Let's pray the God the demo should be work properly. Okay. Uh, that's the only one thing we can do. Okay. And patches. Okay. Three sessions. By Wednesday, we will complete the AlwaysON availability groups. Okay. From Thursday, onwards, we are going to start the performance tuning. Thursday onwards, we are going to start the performance tuning. Performance tuning, migrations, and Azure SQL database. These are the major 3 concepts we are going to focus on. Mostly by 6th, we will complete your training, because we are going to plan at the evening also, right? We will have a lot of time. Don't miss next 3 weeks, or from today to next 3 weeks. Don't miss any day, any session. Watch the recording if you're not able to. Okay. Apart from this, you may also get at least, I am planning for 10 sessions weekly. At least 3 sessions weekly I'm planning, Either it can be job creations, either it can be linked server, either it can be CDC. We will plan at least 10 sessions for this 3 weeks. Don't miss that sessions as well and these sessions as well. Yeah, that's what I can say. Okay. Yep. Now let's walk through some of the things, sir, so that next session. Okay. One thing I can, Sagar, Sandeep, Purushottam, Wilson. Wilson, you told you are okay for 9 o'clock. You three people are okay, right? Today 9 o'clock means all these 3 weeks 9 o'clock.
Good. Tomorrow I am traveling to from hometown to Hyderabad. Tomorrow evening.
Okay, only
Yes,
one day,
Shibu, I'm
right?
okay. I'm
Ah,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandeep, you can watch the recording. Okay, one day. Then I will clarify your doubt. In case you can directly call to me, I'm here to help you. Okay.
Sure.
Because I thought I need to take some more sessions. This time we are planning something different. Okay. I need little more sessions. Okay. Anyhow, we are discussing. I don't want take more than 2 hours, 2.5 hours in the morning. It is overloading you. That's the reason I split it to evening as well. 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes only will plan, and we will complete by June first week, sir. Okay, that's the one plan. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So Sagar, are you okay, right? Sandeep only tomorrow, but Wilson is okay because other people they are not joining, but they are pinging me separately in the WhatsApp. They are watching our recordings. Okay, let them watch. No worries, sir. You want to learn something. Now, okay. Now let's go to our traditional concepts, sir. We want to focus on traditional concepts. Okay.
So sorry for disturb you. Just before you have showed us na firewall rules.
Yes.
If suppose if in case either inbound rules or outbound rules, firewalls are getting blocked, then do we able to enable or else should we take support from either Windows team or network team?
See, we are having authorized to do, sir. Means we are having control to do. But again, see how your project is working. We don't know. No one knows, sir, how our project will work. Sometimes there won't be no Windows team. There is a Windows team, but they are not aware of. You are the good person, okay, than them. Then you can take the action, Sagar. They are smarter, then you can let them know, okay? Because uh, we don't know who blocked. We don't know who blocked, right? If you are simply going and deleting or re-enabling that one, then you don't know why it got blocked, who got blocked. So let them do their work. Let them do your work, sir. Like a reboot. Actually, we are having control to reboot. You can reboot the servers. But if you ask me, don't reboot the server. You can create the ticket to the Windows team. Tell them, okay, tell them once we complete the debaters, we'll let you know to reboot the server. They need to reboot the server. You not reboot the server. So don't reboot the servers by yourself. Why I can tell you. So for example, you not talk to Windows team and you rebooted the server. If everything is coming online, you are so safe. You reboot the server went down. You reboot the server went down. Now what you done? You will went to the Windows team. You will went to the Windows team and ask that, hey, my server is. Then they may ask you a question, Sagar, who told you to reboot? You need to ask the Windows team, right? Why you rebooted? We don't have solution. We don't have reason. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So let them do their work, sir. Let them do your work. In case your project is not having that much good stuff, then you can, sir. But always, because I experience both things, always DBA need to be so safe. From my point of view, we need to be so safe. My point of view, always we need to be so safe, sir. That's the only one thing I can tell. Okay. Yes, no,
Yes.
yes. Okay, now, sir, let me walk through a couple of things. Okay, as a DPA, we must and should know. Okay, now first I will go to the Windows Failover Cluster. Okay, Windows Failover Cluster means whenever you create any availability group, okay, and by default that will be registered in the cluster. That will be registered in the cluster. Okay, please make a note of that will be registered in the cluster. And whenever you create a listener, okay, that information will be mapped to the availability group. So if I ask a question, Subbu, I created an availability group and I created a listener. This is the mandatory? No. See, for this availability group, there is no concept called listener. I not yet created any listener. Is this availability group is not working? Yes, of course it is working. Means listener is not a mandatory to create the availability group. That is how you should understood. That is how you should understood, sir. Basically, how you need to understood. If I want to create a listener, if I want to create a listener, if I want to create a sorry, if I want to create availability group, listener is not a mandatory. Listener is not a mandatory. But why the listener is means? So to avoid the connection string changes every time, okay, we are going for listener. So listener will always point to the primary replica. Okay, whatever it may be, it can be node 1, it can be node 2. Listener will point to the always to the primary replica. If something happened to primary replica, node 2 will become the primary, right? Listener will route the connections to node 2. Okay, so for that reason, listener is a mandatory for connection string. Otherwise, listener is not a mandatory to create the always on availability group. If I am an interviewer, I may ask a question: is the listener is a mandatory for while creating always on availability group? Many people will tell yes, but that's wrong answer, sir. It's not a mandatory. It's not a mandatory. That is a one thing you need to remember. One more thing is, can I create same listener for one more availability group? No, no, sir. Because whenever you are creating a listener, whenever you are creating a listener, whenever you are creating a listener, that information is updating in the cluster. If I go for Active Directory, if you open Active Directory, see, if you open Active Directory, if you open Active Directory, whenever you create a listener, that listener name is registered in the Active Directory. So that should not be duplicated. Means always each and every availability group, you need to maintain a separate listener. Each and every availability group, you need to maintain a separate listener. Why it is taking this much time? The Okay, that is a one thing you need to remember, sir. Please make a note on listener is not a mandatory. Can I create the same listener for multiple availability groups? No, no. Every availability group should maintain a unique listener because whenever we are going to create a listener, that will be registered in the DNS. Okay, that will be registered in the DNS. That is also registering in the Active Directory. That is also registering in the Active Directory. Hold, sir, Active Directory is not opening. We'll wait. Okay, so these are the two things you need to remember. Is it clear? Understandable? Sir, how? See, if you're not getting this theoretical knowledge, we know how to configure always an availability group. We know how to always an availability group is working, but couple of minor things we are forgetting. So that's leading. We are not. That is one of the reason why we are not cracking the interviews. Okay, they will confuse us a lot. They will confuse us a lot. Very simple answer is without listener, can I create availability group? Your answer should be yes. Okay, can I maintain single listener for multiple availability groups? No, you can't maintain. Okay, you can't maintain. Why? Why means whenever we create a listener, it is updating in the DNS server along with it is also updating in the active directory. It is also updating in the active directory. Keep that in a keep that in a mind, sir. These are very, very important things. Come on here. Why? Okay, let it be. So is it clear, everyone? No? Yes? Okay. Now, if I go here, this is my availability group, right? Can I let me pull my dependency report, sir? Let me pull my dependency report. Is listener is mandatory for availability group? See, means if listener goes down, if something happened to availability group, no, sir. That is also one question. They may ask you in a different way. If something happened to listener, is anything will happen to availability group? Is there anything will happen to availability group? Nothing, sir. Nothing. Because there is no and condition. Okay. Whenever I pull the dependency report, there is nothing called and condition here. Okay. There is no and condition. There is no or condition. Means if something happened to listener, nothing will happen to availability group. Only users can't use listener name while they are connecting to the availability group. That is your answer. Okay. There are 3 different questions you will get when you are attending to the interview. Okay. These are the 3 different answers you need to tell, sir. Is anything happened to listener? If something happened to listener, is there anything will happen to availability group? Nothing, sir. Nothing, because this is like a virtual name. Okay, just for connection string. Apart from nothing else, please make that as a clear note, sir. Make that as a clear note. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
These are the major 3 questions. They will confuse us a lot in the interview. That is how you need to answer, sir. Okay. Next thing. Somehow I'm not able to open Active Directory. Okay. It's okay, sir. Now, when I go to see, always many people, when you are applying the patches, when you're especially applying the patches, okay, we will open the Windows Failover Cluster to verify how many availability groups are part of this cluster and which availability group is running on which replica, node 1 replica or node 2 replica. That is our main focus. And some people will take the failover from the failover cluster. Always, we should not recommend this one, sir. Always, we should not recommend this one. Means you should not failover from the Windows Failover Cluster. That is not at all best practice. Please don't do the failover. Please don't do the failover. Okay, not okay, everyone. You should not do the failover from the failover cluster manager. Why, Subbu? Means we don't know what is the health of this. See, it is showing as a running and it is showing as a green only. Until unless if you open the show dashboard, we don't know what is the state of my availability group, whether it is synchronizing, whether it is synchronized, whether it supports automatic failover or manual failover or force failover. We don't know anything from the Windows Failover Cluster. It is showing as a healthy only. Assume, see, these are both synchronous commit. Assume you configure in asynchronous commit also, it will show as a healthy only. Okay, so before you failover, don't go for Windows Failover Cluster to do failover, sir. Open the show dashboard before you initiate the failover. Open the show dashboard. That is one of the best practice as a DBA you should maintain, sir. So open the show dashboard, verify whether it is synchronous or asynchronous or automatic failover or manual failovers. Everything is healthy. Everything is healthy. Everything is healthy. And you can click the failover from here itself. You no need to right click here, click on failover, blah, 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 something. You can do failover from here itself. So that is also one point you need to make a note down. As a DBA, you should not failover from the Windows Failover Cluster. What availability groups are? If it is a C colon cluster, you can do failover from the failover cluster manager only. but this is not a SQL cluster. This is our AlwaysON availability group, right? Please don't fail over AlwaysON availability group from the Windows Failover Cluster. Always go to the instance, open the show dashboard, everything, verify, double check, then you can do the failover. Okay, then you can do the failover. I can't do from here. Subhumi says you can do it. See, I can move my availability group from node 1 to node 2. I can move the availability group from node 1 to node 2. Now see, one availability group is running on node 1, one availability group is running on node 2. This technically we'll call it as a active always on availability group. This technically we'll call it as a active always on availability group. Like active cluster, this we will call it as a active always on availability group. Okay, that is the one thing I want to tell, sir. And if I go to the properties, nothing here, sir. If you want to set the feedback, you can set, but this is always an availability group, right? Rather than setting the feedback, all the stuff, go and talk to your application team. Go and talk to your application team. Okay, whether I need to set the feedback, whether I need to prefer my availability group to run on always in the node 1. Always this is the best practice you need to talk to. You know, we already discussed all this stuff in the cluster, right? Same concept for always and also nothing different. And now, see, when you click here, there is a concept called resource. And here there is a concept called listener name. Okay. When you go to the availability group property, first let's go to the availability group property. There is a dependency. Yes, sir. There is a dependency, but there is not uncondition or condition. Okay. There is no condition called uncondition or condition. Just a listener name. Just a listener name. Okay. Please make a note on that. Is very, very important. Now, again, the policies are same, sir. Okay. Again, the policies are same. We discussed a lot about whether irrespective of cluster same, local level, visa level. Tomorrow we will learn lots, sir. In the first half, we are going to start with the lease only, right? Tomorrow we'll discuss a lot about the lease, all that stuff. And when I go to the advanced policies, look alive, is alive, we'll talk tomorrow. All this stuff, possible owner, preferred owner, we will talk tomorrow, sir. Now, when I go to the property, see, there is a concept called health check timeout. Okay, there is a concept called lease timeout. There is a concept called health check timeout. There is a concept called lease timeouts. Okay, see, lease timeouts, health check timeouts. So, what do you mean by lease timeout? What do you mean by health check timeouts? We'll talk more on the tomorrow, sir. These are the two important things. And one more important point is failure condition level. One more very important is failure condition level 3. By default, it will be 3. So, what is a failure condition? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this technically will call it as a flexible failover policies. Okay. When you go to specially for always an availability group, Microsoft came up with the concept called flexible failover policies. What do you mean by flexible failover policies? How many types are there? All the stuff we are going to focus on tomorrow. Lease time modes, health check time modes, flexible failover policies. We'll talk more on the tomorrow morning, sir. Okay. These are the three things you need to remember. We'll talk and we'll go for live demos about the lease time modes. Let's see, sir. Tomorrow we'll go for lease time modes. Now, this is about Windows Failover Cluster. You know about cluster events. We talk more about cluster events. We know about how to pull the cluster log. We discuss lots, sir. Okay. I'm not touching all the stuff again. Okay. Now let's go to the SQL. Now I am good at Windows Failover Cluster level. Okay. Let's go to the SQL. My node 2, node 1, node 2. These are our primary replicas. And I created the availability group. When you expand the availability group, you will see the availability group. Here you will see the primary. Here you will see the secondary. So how many statuses are there? 3 statuses. One will be primary, one will be secondary, one more will be the resolving. Whenever you initiate the failover, It can be manual failover, it can be automatic failover. Sometimes your failover will stuck in the middle. That time the status will be in the resolving. So that is also one of the question your interview will ask you, sir. How many status are available for always an availability group? Don't tell only two, sir. There are three. One is the primary, one is the secondary, one more will be resolving. Resolving is nothing but if something happened to primary, when our failure happened and failure got stuck in the middle, you will see the status called resolving. You will see the status called resolving. So that is what we discussed last demo, right? So when our failure happened, it got stuck and it got stuck and it went into the resolving status. Okay, it went into the resolving status. And you remember we discussed about these many varieties of issues. Okay, irrespective of always on troubleshooting, and I shared these documents as well. Now I will share finally this document by within 2 days, or even I will add on some more content. I will share by 2 days again this fresh document. Now, when you configure always an availability group, what is happening in the background means, okay, when you configure always an availability group, what is happening in the background means by default, okay, one extended event is creating. By default, one extended event is creating. By default, there is a system health check extended event which is running to capture the system level events. Along with this one more extended event will be created in the background that is nothing but always on health. And it is in the running state only, sir. Okay, don't stop this extended event. Let it be run, sir. Let it be run. I will talk more about this one tomorrow also. Okay, by default, when you create the always on availability group, okay, one extended event is also creating. One extended event is also creating, that is nothing but always on health. Always on health extended event. How to read that always on health? What are the things you can find? Everything will talk tomorrow, sir. Everything will talk tomorrow. No worries about this stuff. This is the one thing you need to remember. Okay, this is the one thing you need to remember. One more is very important is show dashboard. Okay, Microsoft provided. If you wanted to add the replica, you can add the replica. If you wanted to add the database, you want to add the database. If you wanted to create the listener, you can create the listener. And if you wanted to open the failover, you can open the failover. All these three things we already discussed, sir. You can do failover, you can add the listener, you can add the replica, you can add the availability group. Now, one of the most important here is show dashboard. Okay, very important. Microsoft enhance a lot with always an availability group that is nothing but show dashboard. Microsoft enhance a lot with always an availability group that is nothing but show dashboard. Show dashboard. So when you compare with the database mirroring, when you just compare with the database mirroring, Microsoft came up with the concept called show dashboard. Microsoft came up with the concept called show dashboard. So he enhanced a lot. So when you open the show dashboard, it will show you the availability status and which is your primary. It will support automatic failure or not automatic failover, and your cluster and cluster type. It will show that information along with availability replica, how many replica you configure. Okay, that information here you will get it, and role it will display. It will display the availability mode like synchronous mode, asynchronous mode, and it will display about automatic failover, manual failover. It will display about the auto seeding, whether you've done the auto seeding or not. On the state of your always on availability group, okay, whether it is a synchronizing or synchronized, it will show, and it will also throw an issues errors. Not only this one, sir, if you wanted to add some more columns, you can add it. So for example, you wanted to see the connection status, and you wanted to see the last error connection number, okay, and you wanted to see the connection description, okay, and you wanted to see the timestamp, and you wanted to see the votes, quorum votes. Okay, you no need to open the failure cluster manager. You can add here. Okay, if you don't want, you can remove, sir. Nothing harm here. Adding, remove, nothing. Okay, so that is the one flexibility Microsoft came up with the show dashboard. That is one of the flexibility Microsoft came up specially with the show dashboard. Not only for replicas, for database level also. See, for database, how many database are being part of this availability group? Which node is our primary? So which node the databases and synchronizing or asynchronous and failover ready. Here also you will see the failover readiness. Okay, the no data loss. You can do failover, sir, because nothing changed. And the issues. Okay, not only this one. If you wanted to get the, for example, you done the failover and secondary is still not coming online, you can open the estimated recovery time. How much time it is taking to recover the secondary replica to become as a primary replica. You can add the recovery time and estimated data loss. Okay, you can see the estimated data loss. How much data loss? Okay, if you do failover now, so that is a one thing. And also you will see what is the last sent LSN number, what is the last received LSN number. Okay, what is the last read on LSN number. Okay, LSN number means read on is nothing but you are reading the data from the cache and writing to the data file. Okay, and how much data it is sending, how much second it is reading, how much data it is in queue. We will talk all this one in the, I told you, right, latency, always on latency, right? I will focus on mainly on this, okay, this read queue, send queue, LSN numbers, estimated recovery time. We'll go for all the demos. Okay, that time you will understand. So here you can do much more stuff with the show dashboard itself, with the show dashboard itself. And I'm going to take a separate session. I will share a separate document for this one. Okay, this one. That is the one thing we can do it here at the replica level, at the database level. You can do many things, sir, with the show dashboard, please. And you can also fail over. And if you wanted to refresh the show dashboard, you can refresh the show dashboard. Okay, that is the one thing. And they may ask you one question. If you wanted to configure always an availability group, if you wanted to configure always an availability group, SQL Server Agent is a mandatory. Your answer should be no, sir. Okay, SQL Server Agent is not a mandatory. See, I can stop the SQL Server Agent. I can stop the SQL Server Agent. Okay, and I can configure always an availability group. Okay, I can configure always an availability group. See, my SQL Server Agent is stopped, and let's go and create my always an availability groups for DB2 database. Okay, AAG3 availability group 3, and okay, let me create one database DB4. Okay, and take the backup of this database. See that these are all the small questions. We think that these are all the small questions, but this will confuse us a lot when you are attending interviews. Okay, AAG3 availability group 3. Okay, then choose the database, then click on next. Okay, choose the replica, then click on node, automatic failover, fine. Okay, then click on next, click on auto seeding, then click on next, click on finish. Now see, my availability group is created. So SQL Server Agent is not a mandatory, but when you are configuring database mirroring, okay, assume you are configuring database mirroring. Is SQL Server Agent is mandatory? Yes. Yes, sir. Is a mandatory. For database mirroring, SQL Server Agent is mandatory because whenever you are going to create a database mirroring, there will be one job will be created. One job will be created. So that is a mandatory. That is a mandatory. SQL Server Agent is mandatory for database mirroring, not for always on availability group. It's a very small, minor question only, but it will confuse us a lot when there someone is asking. Okay? Okay? Not okay, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Now, Okay, so now you can do failover. You can refresh the auto refresh. If you wanted to refresh the show dashboard, you can refresh it, sir. Okay, and if you want to failover, you can do failover from the show dashboard itself. You no need to do anything. So try to see the show dashboard, sir, when you configure always on availability group. And if you wanted to view the health events, view the always on health events, we can view the always on health events. This is also will talk, sir. And if you wanted to see the quorum information, you can see the quorum information from the show dashboard. And if you want to collect the latency, you can collect the latency from the show dashboard. And if you wanted to analyze the log blocks latency, you can analyze from the show dashboard. So these are the three very important things I'm going to talk in the next two sessions, okay, with always an availability group. Okay. So no worries. On that day, we will talk more, sir. On that day, we will talk more. Now, no, sir. Okay. So this is what about the properties and along with the uh, clusters, all the stuff. Is it understandable, everyone? No. Yes.
Yes, Subbu.
Okay, sir. Now, can I stop
Subbu,
screen share? Yes. Yes.
Subbu, if we add NDF file to the existing database,
Yeah. That's what,
will
sir. That's what. That is what I am showing. I am telling. I'm stopping the screen share. Okay. You ask it. I know. I know. Okay, so that's what I'm raising. Can I stop my screen share? I'm asking same question. Okay,
okay?
can I do it? Of course,
Yes,
you reveal. Okay, I don't want, but even though, can I stop screen share?
yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
okay. Come on, Sandeep, you reveal the answer. Okay, chalo. Done, sir. Okay, now let me share my screen. Not only this one. Maybe tomorrow I will plan something unique questions, sir. Okay. I told you, right? Some people are confusing us a lot, but today it's a generic only, but tomorrow I will make little complex this one. Okay. Now see, sir, uh, when I open failure cluster manager, okay. See, when I open failure cluster manager, hey, come on. Hey, what happened? Okay. Wait. At that time I opened, now it got opened, sir. My active directory. Okay, if I open the failure cluster, will my roles are healthy? Yes, sir. See, my roles are healthy. My roles are healthy. My nodes are healthy. Okay, but when I open node 1, if I go refresh the node 1, if I open the my always on availability group, one of the always on availability group, show dashboard. Now see, when you open the failure cluster manager, it is showing as a healthy only. It's showing as a healthy. Okay, it's showing as a healthy, but when you go to the show dashboard, now it is showing as a healthy, or it's showing as a failed, some warning, correct? So now I hope you understood why I told you should not try to fail from the Windows Failover Cluster, especially when you go for always on availability group. This will mislead us. This will mislead us, sir. So please don't fail over from the Windows Failover Cluster, Failover Cluster Manager, Windows Failover Cluster Manager. Okay. Always you need to open the show dashboard, verify your availability group healthy or not. Then only you will go for failover. Now tell me what could be the reason. Suddenly, what happened to my availability group? Why it is showing as a unhealthy? Now what? Again, back to our troubleshoot, sir. What you will do? Come on. What you will do? Are you there, online people? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So what checks will do? Can I read the error log? It's saying that issue with this replica. Okay. So let me close it. Let me close it. Let me close it. There is no issue. The port all we already discussed. I won't do again the same thing. Okay. Open the error log. Okay. Let me open the error log. Okay. Now, what is the database? DB1, right? Let's filter with the DB1. DB1. Apply the filter. Now see, it is clearly saying that create a file encoder of operating system error access denied. Okay. Sandeep has been you revealed. You got the solution, right? Now why my AZ is not healthy means, if you creating any NDF file on the primary replica, make sure that same path should be exist on secondary replica. If the path is not existing, it will throw an error. Please keep that in your mind when you are creating. When you are creating any NDF file in the primary replica, if you are creating any NDF file in the primary replica, it will, if the path is not matching in the secondary replica, your availability group is showing as a unhealthy. Now what I need to do? Clearly, sir. See program files, MS SQL Server data, and this is the path, sir, I created. So when you go to the database property, okay, when you go to the database property, and there is a path. I created the path under this directory. Okay, this directory. When you go to the secondary replica, there is no such directory. So when you are specially creating any NDF file, data file, make sure that the path will be identical from the primary replica and secondary replica. The path should be identical. See, when I go to the primary replica, there is a path under the C program files, Microsoft SQL Server. There is a path called data file. This path is not available on secondary replica. Due to that, my AZ went into out of sync. Now I know the solution. Now I got the solution, sir. Now I know the reason. Not solution, sorry. I know the reason. The path is not existing. Due to that, my availability group is showing as unhealthy. Okay, Subbu. Now can I go and create the path? Can I go and create the path? Okay, let me create the path. Okay, I created the path. Now let me refresh it. Let me refresh it. I just created a path. Okay, will it sync now? Will it sync now? I created a path. Now see, I just created a path. Now whether it is syncing or not. Okay, now what error is there? Anything it is writing? So I created a path. Okay, now see, if you refresh, is there anything it is returning, sir? Is there anything it is returning? No, it is not returning any information in the SQL error log. Or you can go to the node 2 error log also. Go to node 2 error log. Is there anything returning here in the node 2 error log? So see, it is not returning anything here also. Okay, it is not returning anything here also. See, it is clearly saying that create the file encoder operating system. Okay, cannot create the NDF file. Use a with move option. This means before you add the file to the database, you need to make sure that path should be identical. This is one of the mandatory thing. Again, sir, before you add the data file, what I wanted to convey is before you add the file to the data file, okay, what is the mandatory thing you need to do? So make sure that you need to path should be identical. Then only you can go and create the data file. After you create the data file, if you create the path, okay, if you create the path and if you specify the permission, okay, let me grant the permission as well. NA/access SQL, for example, I'm granting the permission to the path. Okay, is this help you, Subumis? No, it doesn't help us. Let's see. No, it won't sync. It won't sync. The issue is already happened. Now it won't sync. Now definitely what you need to do, you need to remove the database from availability group. You need to reconfigure availability database. You need to drop the database from availability group. Okay, you need to drop the database from availability group. Okay, or can I do one thing? Can I suspend the data movement? Okay, stop if any error. I can just suspending the data movement, sir. I don't want drop. Let's see, I will suspend the data movement. Yeah, done. Data movement is suspended and I'm resume back. I'm resume back. Let's see whether it will throw an error or it will work. Whether it will throw an error, it will work. Now let me refresh. No, still same issue. Okay, even you can do it from the secondary replica. Okay, see, you can resume the data movements. Resume the data movement. Let's see. It got suspended. I'm resuming the data movement. Now see. Now it worked, right? Now your answer is wrong. Sandeep, you got the solution, right?
Yes, Subhash.
Okay. If you add any NDF file and that database went into not in sync, okay, and you notice that the paths are not accurate, then what I need to do, Subhum, is create the same path on the target server, suspend the data movement, resume the data movement, your AZ will get into sync. You no need to destroy AlwaysON availability group. Come on. You no need to remove the database from availability group. Is it okay? Not okay. Yep. Everyone, good, sir? Wilson, Sagar.
Yes, that's correct. Subbu.
Yeah. So now you can confidently tell to your interviewer, right? You can confidently tell to your interviewer. Okay. After adding a data file, if the path is mismatching, I no need to remove the database from availability group, re-add the database. I need to just suspend the data movement and resume the data movement. I no need any downtime. Is there any downtime needed? You no need any downtime because your primary replica is running healthy. Your primary replica is running healthy. Okay, that is what I wanted to tell you, sir. I will make little complex tomorrow. I need to do some testing, sir. Now I will do it today, and I will tell you tomorrow something little how they are confusing us a lot beyond this one. Beyond this one, okay? Can I take tomorrow? As I told you, I don't want to take 2 hours, 2.5 hours from now onwards. I will take healthy 1.5 hour session, sir. Okay? Yep.
Yes, Subbu, sure.
Yes, Subbu.
Can you meet tomorrow?
Yes, Subbu.
Sir, if possible, I will take it evening session, not definitely tomorrow morning, sir. But don't miss all next 3 weeks, sir. Please don't miss next 3 weeks, okay? Yeah. Thank you. See you tomorrow, sir.
Hey, Subbu,
you,
I'm going to ask
Oh.
you again. I asked you the
Yes.
last class.
Let me stop.
I
Okay.
didn't,
Oh.
don't stop yet. Don't stop the recording. I don't know
Okay.
if you have time or not.
Ah.
Adding TDE encrypted user database to AG. Although I know it, but for the benefit of other people as well, recording, do you want to touch that? I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe 10 minutes to do that right now, or just in case. If you don't do it, I'm okay as well. Yeah.
Can you repeat the questions? I'm not recalling. Sorry. I asked, I given one assignment. I forget that
Yeah,
assignment.
assignment. Adding TDE encrypted user database to AG. So, yeah. Do you want to do demo on that, or it's not needed? I know you give us as an assignment, but
Okay.
for the
Tomorrow
benefit
first
of
up, I
other
will
people.
do, sir. Tomorrow first up.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Put it on the notes tomorrow. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, sir.